We are starting some still lifes today. And a still life is a picture of a group of objects. So let's go like this and put some objects out in front of us and say still life. So anytime we see the word still life, we go like this. Still life, still life. A picture of a group of objects. Good job. Our objective today, our goal is I can make a symmetrical still life. Symmetrical means that it's the same on both sides. And a still life is a group of objects because still lifes are an important type of art. And we'll know we did it when we created a still life that is symmetrical or the same on both sides. Still life, say it with me, still life, a group of objects. Good. Symmetry, say symmetry. The same on both sides. Good. Put your hands together, close them. They're the same if you look at them from both sides. Now move one hand farther away, close them and open them. They're not the same on both sides. That's called asymmetry. Say asymmetry, not the same on both sides. Symmetry, the same on both sides. And the line of symmetry is the line that cuts a symmetrical image in half. So you can see on this tree, the line of symmetry goes down and cuts it exactly in half. On this asymmetric tree, it is not the same on both sides, but it still has a line of symmetry. Here's an example of a line of symmetry that cuts this rug in half this way, and then it also cuts the rug in half this way. Still life, a group of objects. What do you see in this still life? Did you do it? By Vincent van Gogh. What story do you think this still life tells? And what kind of textures and lines do you see? Did you see a bunch of flowers or sunflowers? What kind of textures, visual textures, did you see? Some of these look a little furry or a little fuzzy. The vase looks like it maybe has some like stripes or some textures on it too. Lines, I saw some curly lines, some straight diagonal lines, some kind of wavy lines in there too. Visual texture, say it with me. Visual texture is the way something looks like it feels. Let's do it again. Visual texture, the way something looks like it feels. Good. What do you see in these still lifes by the artist Carrie Ambrosino? And how does the artist show visual texture in these still lifes? How many different places can you find symmetry? Pause the video and talk with your neighbors. Did you find visual texture in the flowers? Some of them have these polka dots. Some of them have some curvy lines, wavy lines. Each of these flowers feels a little bit different because of its visual texture. Did you find the Dia de los Muertos skulls in this one? These feel different. These ones that have the skulls feel a little bit different than the ones that don't texturally. And this vase, the texture of this vase is different than the texture of this vase. Did you find lines of symmetry? If you cut this one in half, it's pretty much symmetrical on both sides. Not exactly, but pretty much. Each of these leaves is symmetrical. Each of these stripes, let's move my picture if I can. Can't move it, there we go. Each of these stripes that goes across has a pattern that is symmetrical. And in this vase, it's basically symmetrical as well. Your symmetrical still life is going to be the same on both sides. Today, you're going to decorate the popsicle sticks for the table of your still life. Then if you have time, you will start drawing your symmetrical vase and flower shapes. Watch my video on the next slide to learn more about that.